North Korea recently warned foreigners in South Korea to take evacuation measures in case of war, and the latest escalation of warnings from Pyongyang. And joining us in the studio is Department of Foreign Affairs spokesperson, Assistant Secretary Raul Hernandez, to discuss our evacuation plans and other matters for Filipinos in South Korea. Asec, good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming so early.
Yes, it's
Kamusta,
okay.
kamusta ang mga Pilipino? How are Filipinos in Seoul, and what are the plans in case it escalates into a war?
Well, I was in touch with our Consul General in our embassy in Seoul yesterday. And given this latest provocations, he said that everything, the general situation in Seoul and in South Korea is normal and calm. And that people are looking at this as another provocative statement coming from the other side. But having said that, they are ready to implement our contingency plan, and they are in coordination with the Filipino community leaders as well as with other organizations such as the Migrant Worker Center and Multicultural Center in order to effect the repatriation should it be necessary.
How many Filipinos are in South Korea?
Yeah. We have about 40,000 Filipinos in South Korea, and most of them are there working with SMEs, and also the others are in retail, businesses, and construction. We have also some students and professors there, but mostly these are skilled and professionals.
When it does escalate into a war, well, North Korea is very unpredictable. And if they do go to war, if North Korea decides to fire those missiles or launch an artillery barrage on South Korea, it's very possible because Seoul is just 50, 60 kilometers from North Korea. How fast can we get the Filipinos to safety in case that happens? Because things are going to move very fast in case that happens.
Yes, if it is a conventional warfare, the view is this warfare would be concentrated at the border and the northern side of South Korea.
South Korea.
So therefore, the movement of the people, of the evacuees will be towards the south.
Yes.
And that is exactly what we are been preparing for, so that even the convergence zones or convergence areas for Filipinos and the evacuation sites are all located in the southern part for a possible repatriation of our OFWs there.
The North Korea said that all the embassies should leave by April 10. Today is April 10. Is the Philippine embassy, are our personnel leaving South Korea?
Well, first they said that embassies in North Korea should leave as soon as possible. No one is leaving. From the embassies there. We don't have an embassy in North Korea.
Yes.
Our embassy is in Seoul.
South
but
Korea,
what is happening is nobody's also responding to that threat. So everything is normal. It's business as usual. But we have told our people to be vigilant and to be alert for any possible contingency.
In case war breaks out, Assistant Secretary, what will our role be? What will the Philippines' role be? Will we send troops to South Korea?
Well, that would still be discussed between the allies.
Yes.
And well, we are aware that there is a mutual defense treaty between the U.S.
Yes.
And such a rule will have to be thoroughly discussed. And how would it affect our security and also the peace and stability of the region?
On other matters, the fishing boat that got stuck in Tubataha, what is the DFA? What is its stand? What are you doing about it?
Well, yes, it happened just before midnight of Monday. Yes. And this is after the USS Guardian was lifted from that area. And then we have this Chinese fishing vessel that ran aground in Tubataha Reef. What is happening now is investigation is underway. We have the Tubataha Management Office and its park rangers trying to see what are the damages. And also we have our Philippine Coast Guard trying to check if this vessel could be lifted up or be taken out of the place. And if they're able to do this, they will send it to Puerto Princesa City, and they will be subjected to the Philippine Committee on Illegal Entrance, where investigation and more questions will be asked from the 12 Chinese fishermen.
So the boat is still there. The boat is still stuck.
Well, as of yesterday, I guess it was still there.
Okay, so who's going to spend for it? The Philippine government is going to spend for the extraction.
Well, they'll see if if the boat could still be propelled by its own away
under its
from
own power.
Yes, by its own propulsion, and ask it to leave the area. And when it is able to extract that vessel, then it will have to go to our Committee on Illegal Entrance for more investigation.
In Palawan.
In
Puerto
Palawan,
Princesa.
yes.
Okay. How about the diplomatic protests against the United States?
Well, we saw that this was not anymore necessary.
Okay.
Because from the very beginning, the U.S. Has been very cooperative with our investigation and even with the assessment of the damages that it has caused in the reef. So, in fact, last week, our team, headed by the Philippine Coast Guard, was in Japan to discuss with the U.S. Navy about the safety navigational measures and to find out exactly what happened in Tubataha and make sure that it does not happen again.
Asec, I'm going to take advantage of your presence here. I'm going to do a news gathering on another subject. There are 3 Filipinos on death row in Malaysia. What's the situation about that? What are we doing?
Well, it does seem from the report that the appeal was rejected by these 3. I guess 2 of them were involved in a murder case, and 1 was involved in a drug case, which I think amounted to about nearly a kilo. And then there was an appeal to the appellate court, but that was rejected. What we will be doing is we will make all possible a representation with the Malaysian government to see if these Filipinos could still be saved. And usually what we do is to appeal to the highest authorities of the land in order to give our people a chance and reform their lives.
And finally, Asec, Abraham Ijirani said that 400 troops arrived on the eastern coast of Sabah between March 30 and April 5. Is this confirmed?
Well, there is no confirmation about that. I think Secretary Lacerda said that he was able to talk to the Secretary of Defense, Secretary Gasmin, and that there was no confirmation about this. But, you know, the Kiram side has been saying that they want a peaceful solution to this problem. And therefore, the sending of additional troops to Malaysia does not really support that kind of statement. So if they have to say anything and push for a peaceful solution, then their actions should be consistent with what they're saying.
Assistant Secretary Hernandez, thanks for coming to the studio this morning. Woke you up early today.
Thank you very much, Jing.
Thanks, Asec.